Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. We've received this Mazda CX-5 today. This is a 2-litre Sport Nav presented in Sonic Silver with the black leather interior. Now, as I walk around our cars, I always like to give a little bit of background on the vehicle, where it's come from, you know, who was the previous owner, etc, etc. Now, if you've been watching any of my videos, you'll know that I often know the previous owners. They've often been customers of ours for many, many years. However, this car we had to source from outside our customer database because of the shortage of vehicles at the moment, as you're probably well aware of. So we received this today and we're over the moon. It's a lovely car. I've given it a quick clean and I'm down here now for the photos and videos. Now, this has covered a little over 33,000 miles. I'll get the exact mileage when we go inside. And it was last serviced at a Mazda dealer. I forget which one. Back in July. Only about 1,500 miles ago. So the car's all serviced. Okay. Just needs a few little cosmetic bits and pieces, like all the cars do. And then it'll be ready for the next owner. We'll spend a bit more time, give the car a proper valet as well, and we will put the car through our workshop, and anything that requires doing shall be done. So we'll do a 101 point check, and as I say, anything that requires doing shall be done. Now, let's start around the back of the car. Now, this car was supplied by JCT-600, which is quite a large Mazda, a dealer group which has Mazda under their sort of umbrella, as well as other manufacturers. Let's open the boot. So you've got this automatic boot, and you can open that by pressing the little button there. You can close it by pressing this button here, or you can do it on the key fob. I like doing it on the key fob because it looks really, really sort of flash as you approach the car with your bags of shopping. And you've got this very large, practical boot space. All right. There is space for a spare wheel should you require one, but as standard, they come with sort of the boot tidy underneath here, and a place for the BOSE speaker, which adds to the quality of your stereo. As I say, if you did require a spare wheel, it is sold as an accessory. Okay, now you've got these very clever little levers here. You've got 1, 2, 3 levers here. They're for folding the seats flat. So let's give that a go. Look. Whee! So they all fold as flat as that. It's not quite 180 degrees, but very close to it. So it'll give you a very useful loading area. Okay. The back of the seats, now unfortunately, I say I didn't know the previous owner, but from the looks of it, the rear of this car doesn't look like it's been used. You know, there's no shine on the seats. You've got the all-important USB in the back there in the armrests, which, I mean, I sort of say it in a jokey way, but it's very handy having a charger in the back for your iPads and phones, etc, etc. Okay. This little lever here, that's for the center one there, and that would be really useful for me when I go down to Screwfix for all my DIY essentials. So let's just pop that back up. All right. Now, something I want to point out. Look at the opening there on the rear door. Now, there was extra sort of detail when designing this car to do that. I can imagine 2 reasons. One, getting children in and out of the back of the car. Okay, and this does have the ISOFIX anchorages. Look, they go here in this little slit here. So on the outer seats. Okay, so to get a child in and out of the child seat would be dead easy. Also, for example, my elderly parents would probably be very happy stepping in and out of this vehicle. Okay, so yes, that's always something I like pointing out in the videos, is the accessibility of the car. Makes it really practical. No one likes getting in and out of a low car or a car with you know, quite a restricted access. All in really great shape. All the trim, seats, etc. There's no unpleasant smells. Got an electric passenger seat, as well as the driver's seat. The driver's seat has 2 memory settings, so it's useful. So you can never get your that perfect seat position lost. Locking wheel nuts present with the car. Obviously we'll need that when we put it through our workshop. All the alloys are in great shape actually. I couldn't see a mark on them, so it must have been a very careful driver. There you are. Okay, and we're going to hop in now. So before we get in, when you've got the key on your person, in a bag, your hand, if you push that button, the car recognises you've got the key and it will allow you to unlock the car. You've got your electric windows, mirrors here, auto folding wing mirrors, seat adjustments. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 way plus lumbar, and 2 settings there for your memory seats. You can actually program the key fobs as well. So if you and the second driver, you know, you keep your key fob separately, you can program the seat to that fob, so as you approach the car, the seat will move into your position. So you can open the boot here as well. You can turn your parking sensors on and off here. They default to being on. You've got your traction control, which keeps you on the road as safely as possible. Helps you remain in a straight line when braking hard. Helps stop your wheels spinning. It's a very good safety device. iStop, so you've got an intelligent engine stop-start system which will turn your engine off in traffic when you are stationary. It will only work though because it is intelligent when the car is correctly warmed up. You haven't got too much load on the engine. For example, your air conditioning's on, your heated seats are on, your demister's on, the radio's on, because it doesn't want to use more energy starting the car than it would have saved having the engine off, if that makes any sense. So let's start the car up. Now the cars get delivered. We get 1 key and then the other key comes in the post. So we've got 2 keys with the car, okay? And on these keys here, you can unlock the boot, unlock the car, open the boot, turn off this little sensor in the vehicle. So if you, for example, if you went to pay for fuel, I know at this current period of time, paying for fuel, I haven't been able to pay for fuel for a while because I haven't been able to get any fuel. But if you left someone in the car, you lock the car, press that button there, the passengers in the car are safe, they're secure, and the alarm won't go off. So that's what that's for there. Okay, so I'm going to start the car. So foot on the clutch, this lights up green, which basically lets you know that the car recognises the key. I couldn't get my words out there. Okay, car fires into life. Now there's the mileage there, 33,444 miles. Okay. One of the first things you'll notice is the heads-up display. That's fully adjustable. Okay, it's adjusts from this settings page here. That will have your speed, your cruise control speed, basic sat-nav functions, other error messages, warning messages will all be displayed there. Really useful because imagine you're driving looking forward like so, or you're looking down here. I know which would be safer. I've had the odd person say, oh, I don't like that. You can switch it off if that's your thing. Okay, but I would get used to using it because the safer the better, in my opinion anyway. Right, so you've got automatic wipers, automatic lights. The lights are LED, they're amazing. I can see more in the dark than I can see in the day, and I don't want to drive any old cars now down country lanes at night because it feels like I don't have my lights on. You've got cruise control here. You've got your volume controls, information button there, which gives you things like MPG and bits and bobs like that. Okay, just actually look at this, 38.9 MPG. Okay, so almost 39 miles per gallon. Now that is superb. Now I know some people go, oh, well, so-and-so car does so-and-so to the gallon. Yes, it may say that on paper. The government tests, which test these cars in the perfect conditions, will show greater than that. But as a real-world figure, that's very, very good. We've got a little 1.5 Ford Cougar here, petrol. It's an EcoBoost. It doesn't do anywhere near that. And this is a 4-cylinder naturally aspirated 2-litre car, which is how it achieves that. It's not a little engine that's got to labour to get the performance, if that makes any sense. So that's what Mazda have achieved. They've set out to defy convention. I know that sounds very cheesy, but that is their slogan. And they've made their engines bigger, but they've made them more fuel efficient, lower emission, etc., etc. So yes, very good indeed. Right, so down here you've got your climate control, heated seats, heated steering wheel. They're 3-stage heated seats. Okay, 6-speed gearbox. All right, nice and direct. You can definitely feel the MX-5 in this gearbox. You've got this Multimedia Commander that will operate this here. Now this is touch screen, however once you're moving it's disengaged as a touch screen, so I'd get used to using this. Not that I'm promoting any distractions as you drive, but you will be able to access your phone, sat nav, settings, music, etc. So if you start off at the left here, you've got your fuel economy bits and pieces. It'll also give you a good illustration for iStop. That'll go to ready status when the battery's charged, engines correctly warmed up, etc. And it will go to ready, and then when you stop in traffic, it will switch the car off, the engine off, sorry, and then it will start up again nice and seamlessly as you move away. Entertainment. Now you've got the traditional FM AM, but you also have DAB. Kind of traditional now, it's been around for a while. DAB future-proof for you, because some FM channels I've noticed have been switched off and going solely over to DAB. Then you've got Bluetooth, USB 1, 2, which are in here, and a little MP3 jack, no, 3.5mm jack. Not used one of them for years, as sources of music. Okay, I often stream YouTube documentaries that I've fallen asleep watching the night before on my way to work in the morning. That's my thing. Or I'll go over to DAB and often listen to LBC radio or whatnot. But DAB, there's plenty on here from all genres of music, talk, sports, from all around the world. So something for everyone, I'm sure. But the car still does have a CD player. I know a lot of manufacturers have deleted them. Okay, so communication. So once the phone's paired up, you can enjoy your phone book, call lists, etc. If you've got an Android phone, it'll also read your text messages. Now, I forgot to mention, this car can be upgraded to having Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which will then populate there. And then you can use your apps. You can access your apps from this system here, which then gives you, you can use Google Maps or Waze or WhatsApp and Spotify and bits and pieces. Okay, the nav is very comprehensive. However, the SD card is in the post, and so it's not plugged in, and so a little compass comes up now. And was never very good at reading a compass when I was in the Boy Scouts, so I'm not going to attempt to now. But the maps will come up here. I do apologise. I do apologise for that. So it will have an SD card and it will have sat nav. All right. Now in the settings here, remember I mentioned the heads-up display. You can adjust the heads-up display there. Okay. Amongst other settings, brightness, etc. Display settings, safety settings. You've got smart city braking. A lot of cars are equipped with this. I think it might be a standard thing soon, if not already. If you're doing under 20 miles an hour, I'll give you a scenario to explain this. You're queuing for petrol. It's a hot day. Well, not so much today. And it's stop, start. You're rolling forwards slowly. And you're distracted because you're bored and you look out the window there. If you're doing under 20 miles an hour, which I'd imagine you are, you're not steering, accelerating, braking because you're distracted. The car will apply its brakes. Okay. Now, that's great because statistically, a lot of accidents happen at low speed. Insurance companies recognise that, and it should reflect in your premium. Okay. So even if, you know, you're perfectly competent and that doesn't happen to you, it should reflect in your premium. And, you know, best ways, it'll stop you having a collision. So a really good safety feature there. Sound settings, I mean, it's BOSE, it's amazing. BOSE center point, listen to some sort of opera music. It sounds like you're in an opera house. Okay, and then your clock's GPS synced, and so you never have to learn to set your clock. And then you've got some nice vehicle convenience settings. Remember I mentioned the door lock thing? So look, you can, it's got you know, a smart way to getting in the car, but also like walk away lock. I've activated that now. I've activated the bleep to high, and what this means is when you walk away from the car recognizes you've got the keys on your person and will lock the car, and it will bleep twice nice and loudly just to let you know we've locked the car. The wing mirrors will also fold in, and that's one less thing to do. Now I know what you're thinking, I can lock my own car, but when you've got a 2-year-old in one hand and shopping in the other, it's one less thing to do. So I find it useful. You've got some nice like lighting features here. You've got adaptive lights, the lights will turn as you turn, okay, which are superb. You'll notice that down country lanes. But you can have leaving home lights, the lights will stay on. The light when you unlock the car, the lights are on when it's dark, so you've got safe passage to the car. And same as when you're coming home, once you lock the car, the lights will stay on for 30 seconds. You can adjust that, of course. So, loads of nice features. Okay, if there's any more specific photos or videos or anything you'd like to ask any of the team here about the car, please don't hesitate to ask. Please do try us at any time of day, you know, for online channels, digital channels, email, live chat, etc. Or pick up the phone. If we don't answer the phone, leave a message. We do pick up our messages. We appreciate the fact people are looking at cars outside normal working hours. I certainly am when I'm perusing adverts, looking at normally classic cars, etc. in the evening. Car will come with a 12-month Mazda. So it's a Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, which has roadside assistance, which is not just the sort of bare bones skeleton roadside assistance. It will be home start. It covers you in Europe. It will cover your passengers. So it's very comprehensive indeed. Okay. Part exchange is extremely welcome, despite what they say on these TV adverts about getting a better deal without a part exchange. No, we want your part exchanges, and we have fantastic finance facilities and the facility to extend warranties for up to 3 years. So thank you very much for watching our video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.